In the midst of a brutal war, Caleb, a young soldier, lies gravely wounded on the battlefield. Disillusioned by the violence and destruction around him, he begins to lose hope. As he slips into unconsciousness, a soft glow envelops him. Lyra, the Tooth Fairy, appears, drawn by the faint spark of his unyielding spirit. Breaking the rules of her realm, Lyra uses her magic to heal Caleb's wounds, leaving behind only a faint scar as a reminder of the encounter. When Caleb awakens, he finds Lyra tending to him in a hidden glade. At first, he thinks she is a hallucination, but her kindness and otherworldly beauty quickly captivate him. Lyra, moved by Caleb's resilience and his longing for peace, decides to stay by his side, disguising herself as a nurse to remain close to him. As Caleb recovers, he and Lyra grow closer, sharing stories of their lives. Caleb confides in her about his nightmares and the guilt he feels for the lives lost in the war. Lyra, in turn, tells him of her magical world, a realm untouched by human conflict. Their love blooms in secret, offering Caleb a glimmer of hope in the darkest times. However, Lyra struggles with her decision to remain in the human world. Each time she uses her magic to help Caleb and his comrades, it takes a toll on her strength. The Fairy Council warns her that her actions could endanger both her life and the balance of magic in the world. Despite the risks, Lyra chooses to stay, unable to abandon the man she loves. Just as Caleb begins to dream of a future with Lyra, he is called back to the frontlines. Lyra, unable to bear the thought of losing him, secretly follows him to the battlefield. Disguised as a medic, she uses her magic to heal wounded soldiers, protect Caleb's unit, and bring moments of hope to those fighting for survival. Caleb notices strange coincidences on the battlefield. Comrades who should have died miraculously recover, and enemy attacks are thwarted by what seems like sheer luck. He begins to suspect Lyra's involvement and confronts her one night. She confesses everything, including her fears about the toll her magic is taking on her. Caleb, torn between his duty as a soldier and his love for Lyra, promises to protect her at all costs. One fateful night, Caleb's unit is ambushed. As the soldiers face overwhelming odds, Lyra steps in, unleashing a burst of magic that turns the tide of the battle. Her actions save countless lives, but the immense strain leaves her weakened and vulnerable. Caleb carries her to safety, realizing the extent of her sacrifice. Later, Lyra reveals that she is pregnant with Caleb's child. The news fills Caleb with both joy and fear. He vows to end the war quickly so they can build a life together, but Lyra knows their child's existence could expose her to the world, putting them all in danger. After months of relentless fighting, the war finally ends. Caleb and Lyra retreat to a hidden forest, far from the chaos of the human world. There, they build a peaceful life, welcoming their child, a daughter named Serafina. The child inherits Lyra's magic and Caleb's unbreakable spirit, becoming a symbol of hope and unity. As Serafina grows, her presence begins to heal the scars left by the war. Villagers and former soldiers who stumble upon their forest find solace in renewal, spreading tales of a magical family that embodies peace and love. Lyra, though no longer as powerful as she once was, finds happiness in the simple joys of motherhood and the unwavering love of her family. Years later, Serafina, now a young woman, uses her magic to help rebuild the world, fostering peace between humans and magical beings. Caleb and Lyra, watching from their forest sanctuary, know that their love, born in the darkest of times, has given rise to a legacy of hope that will endure for generations. Moral of the story: love and sacrifice have the power to transcend even the horrors of war, proving that hope can bloom in the unlikeliest of places.